Hi, Professor Smith. This is Laura Buchholz from your summer 1988 class. I thought I'd share with you my experience of IU's run to the championship in basketball in 1987. I remember when we made the Final Four, everybody was so excited. I was a season ticket holder, and so I had a chance to win the lottery and actually go to the Final Four, which at that time was held in New Orleans. So I entered the lottery and I got a phone call and I won. I got tickets to the Final Four in New Orleans. Well, as you know, I was a student working on a budget and I didn't know if I could afford it or anything. And so a girl that lived on my floor that I didn't know really well but was kind of friends with also won. And she called me up and she said, hey, my dad's got us a hotel room. Everything is comped. All you have to do is split the gas 4 ways and pay for your food. So I was all excited and I was ready to go to the Final Four, have a big experience. I was a sophomore at the time, as were my roommates, who were also sophomores trying to get into the business school. And at that time, you had to hit a certain GPA to get into the business school. There was never a direct admit. And there was an accounting exam that was the day after the championship game. So if we made it into the championship game, I would miss that exam. I was seriously considering going because I figured this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And my roommates are like, are you crazy? You have to be a serious student. You're not going to make it into business school. You're going to ruin your future, blah, 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 and you have to quit. And I listened to them. And I thought, well, there's this program in the business school that I wanted to get into, M417, 418, and you got to make it into the business school first. So I chose not to go to New Orleans. And I was a little upset, but I was a serious student, so I stayed and watched the game with my good friends, the people that I really knew well, in Bloomington. And we watched it at an apartment in Brownstone. And of course, if you remember the game, winning it at the last minute with a shot by Keith Smart was exhilarating and exciting, and everybody jumped up and was really excited. And what you wanted to do was you wanted to get to Showalter Fountain. Of course, the place was jammed and it was bedlam, so you couldn't drive anywhere. So my roommates and friends and all of us, we decided to run from Brownstone, which is on 20th Street, to Showalter Fountain. We ran across 10th Street, which was packed with cars. Everybody was honking and screaming and being really excited. We ran through the Arboretum and we made it to Showalter Fountain. Of course, that was packed as well. For some reason, we felt that we had to get to the center of the fountain, and it was just a sea of humanity. So we're like going through the crowd like this. I had to hold on to my roommate's hands. We were getting squished left and right, but we made it to the center, and we touched the center of the fountain. And then we had to kind of work our way back out through all the bodies of people that were screaming and jumping up and down and were really excited. And it was a lot of fun, and I was pretty happy that I got to spend it with my friends. But I always wondered, had I missed my opportunity? Part of their argument was that we would go back to the NCAA. We were a perennial favorite, and we were good. Well, as you know, we never made it back to win the NCAA championship again. And as the years have passed, I thought, what would have happened if I didn't have that accounting exam? Or what would have happened if I would have gone? And I thought, well, if I had gone, I would have missed the exam. If I had missed the exam, I might not have gotten into the business school. If I hadn't gotten into the business school, I wouldn't have met you, and that would have been a crime. So I'm surprised to say I'm very thankful for my A2 and 2 final exam.